Okay, up next is Tyler and Bill, co-founders of Scoreboard Social. You guys ready to roll?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Let's do it.
Hey there, I'm Tyler Anderson. I'm Bill View. And we are the founders of Scoreboard Social, which is a competitive social media analytics tool. Really quick, Bill and I actually met just last November at the Lean Startup Machine event here in San Diego. And while Scoreboard Social was not created that weekend, it is where the idea came from. And so the pain point that we solve is basically data, compiling competitive analytics of your competitors across social media, as well as providing client-ready reporting. So, I personally have had this pain point. I've had a social media digital agency for 4 years, and we've had to manually track data based on clients' requests to get competitive insights on their competitors, and then spent countless times putting together reports that just took way too much time. So going into it, obviously, here's the homepage. Really, what we want people to do is obviously get started for free. All accounts are free for the first 30 days. For this demo, we're just going to jump into creating a watch list, this is where you would create what you want to monitor. So we have two just sample ones already created. It's really easy to add a Facebook page or take a Facebook page out. For this example, let's say I don't really want to track the San Francisco Marriott Marquis. I'll just delete them. And a true competitor of these other Bayfront hotels in San Diego would be like the Hilton. So just go ahead and type that in. And you can see it just populates their Facebook page. We'll go ahead and plug that in and update the watch list. We'll go ahead and request a report. We do reporting on specific days, weekly reports, as well as monthly reports. So I'm going to go ahead and request a report for the month of March for the local San Diego attractions, which is the Zoo, Legoland, and SeaWorld. And you'll see it just tells us that we've requested that report, and it'll be emailed to us as soon as it's ready. So our reports do get emailed as a PDF. We'll jump over there, and there it is sitting in your inbox. You can download it or view it. We'll just go ahead and jump in and view it. And I'll let Bill kind of talk through the KPIs.
Yeah, so can you hear me on this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Here. All right, so on this one here, we're looking at the Zoo, SeaWorld, Legoland, and ranking them by engagement. So really, when you're looking at the competitive analytics, you're interested in how effectively are you engaging your audience and communicating with them. Are you getting them to like, comment, and share your posts? The ones that are engaged with you are the ones that buy more, that get higher conversion rates back to your website. So here we see the rankings by number of likes, how many people are talking about this in a given week, what kind of outreach activities happening, how engaging are they as a brand, and the last column there, the daily interaction score, tells you a lot about how the brand is actually engaging from a content perspective. So are the posts that they're putting out there getting people to like, comment, or share on them? And if they are, that's going to be a really effective way to boost the engagement and drive those conversions. The great thing about this that isn't obvious from just seeing this report in your inbox is to build this, somebody like Tyler or a social media agency was going and visiting each one of these Facebook pages monthly, weekly, even daily, and compiling it in Excel to track what their total likes were over time. None of this data is available historically unless you're going and looking at it right now. What does it look like on the web? So we're crawling that every day, compiling it all, and giving you a one-page report that you can say, we're doing better than them, this is how we are doing now versus last month or last week, and understand where you rank. The second page of the report then dives into that content. So was the content engaging? And here you can see what content is really working for you. And one of the big principles around social media is to promote and engage with the content that's already working. You don't want to spend your time on content that's not working. If it's already proven engaging, say you've got partners, vendors, customers that you want to make sure you're engaging with and pulling their audience into your audience, this is the list that tells you immediately, oh, these things are really working. Who doesn't love pandas? People love pandas, right? Get engaged. So if you want to add a couple of thoughts to that, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are active with social media from a marketing standpoint, a huge talking point is curating content. So just to touch on what Bill was saying, not only is this report actionable in that you can identify what's working and what's not, you can have these reports set up to come to you daily. So maybe you did create a watch list that's not necessarily your competition, but maybe it's brands you should be engaging. In this example, we had the hotels. They may want to curate content from the San Diego Zoo. So obviously if you click on it, it'll take you to the permalink. You can like it, you can comment it as you're acting as that Facebook page, or of course you can share it. right on a Facebook page of your own that you have admin rights to. So now you can just, as we already said, you can curate already proving engagement. So we're running out of time. That's it. And I guess we'll take it to questions.
Nice work, gentlemen. Hands up.
Can people see where their traffic is coming from on their Facebook page in your system?
No, our competitive analytics look at what's publicly available on Facebook, and we're soon to be launching Twitter. It is a very important piece of your social media strategy to be looking at where your traffic and conversions are coming from, and typically people are doing that with Google Analytics or a tool like Kissmetrics that's actually hooked in. So in our case, we don't need access to your website or JavaScript on your website. We're not looking at cookies that are coming there. This is all sign up today, start using it without making any coding changes on your end.
And one other thing, too, is if you have admin rights to a Facebook page, you can also identify where people are coming to that page from. But again, from a competitive standpoint, you're not going to have that information on your competitors. So,
How are you guys charging for this?
Monthly subscription fees for the agencies or businesses that want to track this. So we tier how many watch lists that you can manage in the system.
And that's based, so the watch list is based on one fan page?
No, a group of pages.
A group of pages?
Yeah.
Up to
each
like-
watch list on the site currently can hold up to 5 pages. So you can have 5 pages under a watch list.
Great demo, guys. I have a question. Since you're really focusing on engagement, do you guys have plans for bringing tool sets that will help people create more engaging content? Because I think that's what a lot of page owners really struggle with.
So maybe there's probably 2 parts to that answer. I'll throw out one. Certainly, as part of the reporting that we're doing, we're going to look to give people actionable tips and ideas around, based on the data we have, where they can take it, what things might be effective, where they're lacking. So we want to add some stuff to the reports to give you some more specifics on what to do next. But as far as generating those ideas for content, certainly we aren't going to be initially here a content management tool where we're helping you actually put the content together and get it posted, so other than engaging with specific pieces. So that's not really a focus area for us around managing your posts and driving the content.
But one thing that is on the radar is perhaps taking that daily report, and instead of having to actually manually request it, actually having a physical dashboard that you can go onto, so you can say, what's been the most engaging stuff today or the last 24 hours, and see those pages that you're monitoring and then identify that content.
So is there an alerting mechanism if I want to set a threshold versus a competitor or anything, like they're starting to beat me?
That's a great idea. We've talked a little bit about some things that we could do around thresholding and goal setting, especially within agencies that are managing these pages professionally on behalf of others, to keep track. What was our goal for this month? Which metric are we trying to drive up? Are we doing a good job at that? And being able to alert them throughout the month, what's your progress towards that? So we've definitely got some things like that we want to build out.
A follow-on question to that, I mean, if I'm Pepsi, I know I'm supposed to track Coke, but how do I know what's up and coming and what I need to be tracking and who's moving up the ranks? Can I track versus keyword or something in my like competitive atmosphere that you know I can find, okay, that guy's coming up in the world, I need to start doing what he's doing?
Right now, we're really relying on the businesses to identify, who they want to track and what
So I have to know
are.
my competitor.
So you have to know your
before.
competitors,
Okay, gotcha.
at least to start here. We haven't done anything with predictive. There's some cool things we could do, with the critical mass, and you get a little bit of network effect. Now we've got enough people putting in competitors, we can start drawing through that social graph, if you will, of competitors and saying, you've put these 3 people as competitors. Have you considered this one? Because we know a lot of other people in similar lists track that, but we've got to reach a threshold of size to be able to track that kind of thing.
Okay, 1 minute left, guys. Questions?
Who are you targeting as far as companies go? What kind of companies are you looking to target, and how large are they, and what do they do?
Well,
ideally?
Our core target is going to be agencies that probably service medium-sized to large-scale regional businesses, but also it could also be businesses, regional or large-scale businesses who's like a marketing director who has to report to a boss or a director. A lot of these metrics that are reported in Facebook Insights, people just get glassy eyes. They have no idea what they're looking at, and you can present it to a general manager or a vice president of company, and they have no clue what it is. So really the goal, too, is to have a simplified, easy, client-ready or boss-ready tool that they could hand off to them. So mostly agency levels, as well as like marketing directors for regional and large regional businesses, large and medium size.
Yeah, I'll just add on to that. A lot of the reports that you look at today, if you go ask for a report, there's a number of tools out there that do various pieces of the reporting, and you end up invariably, if you wanted to go track these 5 pages, with like a 12-page report. And you're like, what am I going to do? I got like 12 pages of graphs and numbers. It's just incomprehensible, right? It's distilling it down into 1 page. Here's how you're doing.
Cool.
Nice work, guys. Bill and Tyler, Social Scoreboard. Good job. Keep us posted, please.